So the other day I started thinking, why is it that I feel so good while I'm at the hot springs? I feel awesome. I feel almost euphoric, a little bit high afterwards. And then I get back into my normal routine and I am putting myself in different forms of water that brings me down. It does not elevate me in the same way that being in the hot spring does. Now, let me go into detail about this. When I go into a hot spring, what does that have? It has certain minerals from the earth that is going into your body and elevating your mind. Maybe not even elevating it. Maybe just giving you the nutrients that you need in order to feel balanced. So I started thinking about the opposite of that spectrum. So you have water that rejuvenates you and then water that brings you down. Now, what water brings you down? It is water that has the chloride in it, the water that has the fluoride in it. Now, a lot of this water system comes from our filtration system that we just have on our tap, right? You go in, pump the water from your faucet in the kitchen, or you turn on the shower and you're just getting the basic standard water that has a bunch of chemicals in it, a bunch of fluoride, a bunch of heavy metals that is being pumped into that water. And you have to be aware of that, what types of water and nutrients that you're putting into your body, because everything affects everything. It's not like you do one thing and it doesn't affect you. Everything affects everything, and you could go down a rabbit hole thinking about this, but don't overthink it too much. It's basically filtering out the bullshit that's there. And we have tools to do that, right? Like, I just got this off of Amazon the other day. It's called Aqua Bliss. It's a filtration system. It's supposed to be one of the best ones to put on your shower head. What it does, it filters out, it reduces, not filters out completely, it just says reduces chlorine and other impurities from hot and cold water for 6 months, protects your hair and skin from damage and from drying effects, inhibits growth of organic materials like bacteria and fungi to protect sensitive skin, reduces chlorine released into the air while showering for better respiratory health. The list goes on. So basically, just being aware of what types of water you're putting into yourself. Because the skin, it's not this armor that is protecting us against the outside world. It's very much a part of the outside world and taking in anything that you put yourself around. It's taking in information that you put yourself around, especially when it comes to water. We are, 60, 70% water? A majority of our body is fucking water. And we're taking in all of this nutrients that shouldn't be there in our water. So if you see right here, that's the filtration system. So it basically runs through that and then just shoots it out through the shower head there. Basically, I'm just shooting this video to give you something to think about, right? It's crazy because you go down this rabbit hole of so many things that are in our standard way of living. You look at toilet paper and it has fucking so many chemicals infused to that toilet paper, unless you're buying toilet paper that is clean and not using any of that bullshit. You have a bunch of fabric softeners that have a bunch of chemicals that are not so healthy for your body, and that's actually the reason why people don't wear clothes when they go in the hot springs. It's to get rid of all that shit, get rid of all the chemicals for a little bit so you can let your mind reset a little bit. Because we're constantly submerged in this world of breaking down and putting chemicals into the things that we use. And it's just critical to really see what's going on when it comes to your water. Check it out. Let me know how it goes. Until next time, I'm done.